Mark Molnar was your host for the weather show, Weather Northeastern. Let's get right into viewers sending photos and videos. Derek Rentschler from Lebanon County, Pennsylvania. This past Monday, severe thunderstorms with a tornado watch occurred. Very ominous sky. But as you can see, this beautiful time lapse here of cumulonimbus clouds going by. There wasn't a tremendous amount of lightning with these storms in the Northeast. In fact, many storms didn't have any lightning at all. So many people didn't know the storms were coming unless you had either a NOAA weather radio or we're looking at the local media outlets. So very interesting to say the least. But Derek Rentschler captured this beautiful time lapse of some very big cumulonimbus clouds here. So thank you, Derek. This past Monday, you had the tornado watch. Severe weather was in the area. Let's take a look at the Linden, Texas area. Lucas D. from Linden, Texas. He captured some beautiful lightning strikes, cloud to ground, and as in Texas you get many cloud to ground strikes. There is no shortage of lightning in the state of Texas. So hopefully you can dry out and get back to normal as conditions dry out, to say the least. But very beautiful lightning capture, and Lucas captured a beautiful songbird here across the Linden, Texas area. So let's get right into precipitation totals here, but before we do, tropics looking interesting here. Elongated area of low pressure. This will not develop in the short term, but we'll continue to watch this drawn out area. It is encountering wind shear. The rest of the tropics look very benign at this point. Let's take a look at precipitation totals. Mainly the north central plains here. We're looking at a 3 to 5 inches. Omaha over towards Des Moines and basically just north of Chicago here. That stretches to the Great Lakes. Look at this out west. We're getting some rain and some much needed areas here in the southwest and even into California here. Texas still looking relatively dry until you get to Louisiana, where you get 1 to 2 inches possible. Let's take a look at those pattern changes here out west. Reinforcing that trough, and back east, we're reinforcing a ridge. So that means drier back east, wetter out west. This is great news. Let's get right into those precipitation for the Northeast here, those surface maps. We're looking interesting for your Wednesday, the midpoint of the week. We're halfway to the weekend here. And as you can see across the area, we start to break out some sunshine here along the coast. We start to warm things up inland here. We're starting to crack 80 in many locations, even 85 to 90 in the lower Susquehanna River Valley. But then we get back west here towards western New York, portions of southern Ontario, northern Ohio. We could have some severe thunderstorms breaking out with on the northern periphery of this warm front moving in. And look at this Thursday. Thursday, we push that front to the south here, and low pressure, ripples of low pressure will ride up along it. Chance of showers and thunderstorms across Pennsylvania, New Jersey, southern New England here, even up into parts of Maine, as you can see. Will dry things out here across southern Ontario and Quebec, and sunshine will break out. But temperatures, look at this, really start to warm up. Harrisburg, places like this could be hitting 90 degrees here. You see this temperature gradient setting up across the Northeast, 90s all the way to the 60s up north. Then we get to your Friday here. Things really start to heat up. Places like Scranton, maybe even Binghamton, Harrisburg, all near 90 or just above 90. Pittsburgh as well. We're getting in on the act, but look at this. We start to bring, as that front starts to slowly lift to the north again, we'll start to get the outbreak of some severe thunderstorms developing. Places like Buffalo, Rochester, maybe far east of Syracuse, Olean, Bradford, Erie, Cleveland, London, Ontario, Toronto. Severe thunderstorms possible. And it will be running into a very moisture-laden, warm air mass here across the Northeast. Cooler conditions will prevail, but sunnier conditions up here in New England. And Saturday, take a look at this. We start to bring in this system from the west. We'll start to get moisture developing across much of New England and the mid-Atlantic as well. Susquehanna River Valley, Allegheny River Valley, and the Laurel Highlands here will start to bring in showers and thunderstorms as this front lifts to the north, and it will start to come through finally later in the day, which will bring this bout of showers and thunderstorms likely across much of the Northeast. So things could get interesting here. We have the slight risk of severe here, especially in upstate New York, north central Pennsylvania into western New England. So we'll watch that. But temperatures will be cooling down, thankfully, from your Friday as those temperatures come off those 90-degree marks here. So that's going to do it for this edition of Weather Northeastern. I'll have a 5-day outlook for my hometown viewers from Binghamton to Scranton, Upper Susquehanna region of upstate New York and Northeast Pennsylvania. Don't forget to like me on Facebook at MeteoMark. Subscribe to me on YouTube at MeteoMark.com, Twitter at WX Northeastern, Google Plus at MeteoMark. Here's your 5-day, stretching from Wednesday all the way through your weekend here. Take a look at this. Wednesday, we're starting off sunny. We might have a late day shower thunderstorm, particularly after 6 p.m. here, but most of your day should be nice. We're cracking up near 83 here. Look at these overnight lows, kind of muggy and humid. Into Thursday, showers and thunderstorms possible, especially earlier in the day. And then later in the day, a chance of showers, getting up towards the 80-degree mark as well. Then we head on into Friday. This is your hottest day. Look at this. We could be cracking 90 in many locations. Chance of a late day strong thunderstorm, especially after 4 p.m. Saturday, showers and thunderstorms likely, unfortunately. Lots of cloud cover, upper 70s, and then into Sunday, we start to try to clear things out here. That's going to do it for this edition of Weather Northeastern.